Congratulations.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah, y'all did that thing, but it was tight. It got crunchy. You guys were in the fourth quarter down 10. Tell the truth. Mindset, what were you guys thinking when you're down 10 in the fourth?
Oh, man, we going home. You know, at the end of the day, you know, you put yourself in that position. You know, you prepare, you practice, you do all this stuff leading up to the Super Bowl, you know, just to win, to call yourself a winner, you know, and no, all that stuff went out the window. You know, we started the game, everything going in the opposite way, you know, that we playing. And that's not how you want to start. You know, you like I said, you work so hard to get to this point. Man, you got people before you who want you to win, who want you to, you know, take advantage of this opportunity that you're getting. And man, it just seemed like everything was going out the door. You know, everything was just bad. And we going there at halftime. You listen to them coaches, you talk about making adjustments, and man, I feel like we made some of the best adjustments that, you know, anyone could have ever made in the Super Bowl.
So in that moment, you were thinking going home meant with an L, or are we going home? You're down 10. You were like, it's over.
It was if we don't make the changes necessary, then it's over. This season, all this stuff that we've been talking about and preaching and everything that coach preaches, and you know, on a week-to-week basis, it doesn't mean nothing if we don't go in here and make the changes that we need to go ahead and get this W.
Frank, there's a lot of personality and identity that goes into being able to execute changes after that type of start in the Super Bowl. Many have attributed the mentality shift, the culture shift on the defense to you and Tyron. Can you talk a little bit about what that looked like? What went into that identity change?
Ah, man, you can say me and Tyron, but you start with the head of it all, Coach Spags.
Okay.
You know, and our
Spags,
defensive coordinator.
Yeah,
you know,
Spags.
if you know Spags, as a on a personal level, you know, as a coach, then as a man, you know, you understand that Coach Spags loves his football, but he loves, you know, his players in general. You know, Coach Spags, he's inviting guys to the house. You know, he wants you to come and, you know, come enjoy that and enjoy that time, you know, that one-on-one time with him, so he can learn you about, you know, learn you as a player. You know, and I learned him as a person. That was the best thing about Coach. And like I said, it started with him. Then he talks to guys like me and Tyron. We had dinner over his house one evening. And he invited us over, and we had dinner, and a few other guys. Hitch, you got Anthony Hitchens in there, you know. So it's a host of guys, even on the defensive line. You know, I know myself, you know, the guy who gets paid, and the high-profile guy usually gets all the love. But I got guys like Alex Okafor, you know, Emmanuel Agba, you know, who are great football players who don't get talked about as much. But you know, Chris Jones, you know, I know we don't want to talk about Chris Jones, but you know, contract stuff going on, but another guy, and just having these guys around, then, like you said, you bring me and Tyron together, these two, you know, two crazy guys, their head cut off.
You mentioned Chris Jones and the contract negotiations. What does this team, after experiencing what you guys experienced in the Super Bowl, what do you guys need to do in order to keep that momentum going to try to get another one?
I feel like keeping everything in-house. And if you understand that phrase, you know, you understand what I'm saying when I say keep everything in-house. That's, you know, it's certain things that go on in the building, there's certain things that go on within the locker room.
Gotta stay there.
You know, they gotta stay there. You know, whether it's the, you know, certain things, how you run a team, or, you know, your quarterback, you know, different questions surrounding your coach or stuff like that. There's certain stuff that just need to stay, you know, within the organization to keep, you know, that camaraderie.
All right, you said everything needs to stay in the house, but one thing that got out the house is Patrick Mahomes' upcoming deal. And look, you just got paid $105 million. I'm putting your numbers out there. $105 million, 63 guaranteed. Yes, ladies, he's out here. He says that he may look into a hometown discount, and I'm paraphrasing, but basically he's going to do the deal that's right for him and for the team. For a guy who got paid top dollar, what would you say as advice to Patrick Mahomes?
Like he said, do what's best for him. You know, I feel like he had to do what's best for him. Yet you always want to think about the team. You always want to put the team first and things like that. But in regards to getting your paper and getting your money, you know, you always want to go ahead and get your money and get what you deserve. You know, you work so hard. You spend your whole life, you know, to get to this point. When I say get to this point, I mean in the NFL. You won a Super Bowl, man. You don't want to. How many kids can you say, what, he's 23, 24 years old, you can say you won a Super Bowl, you won the Super Bowl MVP, and you're in the NFL League MVP.
Does this make him the face of the league this past season?
Man,
Lamar Jackson.
I feel like it does. I feel like it does. Some would say, some like LJ. Some like LJ.
I like them both.
Who won the Super Bowl MVP?
Don't do this.
I feel like that Super Bowl MVP mattered more.
In his third year, we'll get Lamar this third year. What's going to happen?
I get Lamar. I get runner-up.
Okay.
Run it up. I don't know if I can't give him no Super Bowl MVP yet, but no, man, hats off to Lamar. He had a hell of a season, man, hell of a season. He had the whole NFL, everybody watching him play football this year, but you can't fail to mention, man, after that 11-12 game after Tennessee, y'all start watching the Chiefs a little bit more too.
Yeah, okay. Look. I mean, it took us back to the beginning of the season when we were all thinking Chiefs in the first place. So we respect that. But Patrick Mahomes, another thing that got out the house, bro. He talking about he couldn't read defenses until last season.
He on the shop cutting up. No.
What's your response to that? You believe that?
I mean, I honestly do. It's a lot of things. You'll be surprised. I mean, you guys understand. As being, former guys, you understand how guys are in the locker room. Mm-hmm. It's some guys who don't look at a lick of film, but go out there and go ball on Sundays. And I'm not saying that's what he does, but coming from a guy of his stature and of his caliber, him saying that, it just lets you know, how hard he works on the other parts of his game. I mean, he says he's not studying defenses, and you wonder, what is he doing? As a defender who's played against him, a lot of guys haven't played against him on the Chiefs. I played against him. I've seen what he done to us. I watched the man cut us up a little bit, you know what I mean? We got the win, but that man cut us up. And just seeing the things he do, you would be so surprised to understand that. Like, wow, you just started learning how to do that, man.
Now, one of the things that people who play against you know is you're going to come out there and ball, but you're also going to talk some trash. Yeah. We got a little video right here. Let's see this. Check this. Man, you was in the zone right there.
It was lit.
Now, look, you're talking about Derrick Henry post-game AFC Championship game on the way to Super Bowl, but how does trash talking like that help your game?
Man, honestly, for me, it's a mental thing. I know how to take a guy out the game mentally. I can be so strong physically, but honestly, over my career, I had to learn how to do other things when I wasn't feeling too good out there as my body as a whole. You got to understand, you playing the whole season, you doing different things, you trying to learn different things, you pick up certain things off your vets. But my body's not feeling good. So I got to understand that I can't just beat a guy all the time with strength. I'm facing 320, 330-pound O-linemen every play. At times I'm at a disadvantage. I'm 250. I'm at a disadvantage, at times a lot. These guys bench pressing all type of stuff. So, I had to find out a different way to beat them. And that's what I kind of started figuring out as I went on in my career. It started in Michigan, then, of course, in Seattle. I'm playing with the Legion of Boom. Got to think who I'm playing with, man. I got Cam Chancellor, Earl Thomas, Bobby Wagner, this type of defense. Richard Sherman, Michael Bennett, Cliff Avery. I want to stop because I can keep going.
Yeah.
But I got all these guys who's teaching me how to play football on the NFL level. And just to be around these guys, of course, I'm learning trash talk, and it just carried over, man.
Mind over matter, it sounds like right there.
Mind over matter.
You said Michigan. We all know you went to Michigan. Another guy who went to Michigan. Tom Brady, man. Some reports he may join the division.
TB12.
If TB12 is a Charger in the same division, how would that feel, going against the GOAT twice a year?
Oh, man. I played him twice in my career. But then to be able to go against him twice in in the division, honestly, I'm a competitor. So I would love to be on the opposing side of the with the winning team, So I feel like of course you want to wish everyone their best of luck, and I do in his in his journey. This is crazy for him. It's crazy watching Tom Brady in free agents. Right. We grew up watching him play for the Patriots his whole career. Yeah. You watch everything he do as Patriot. Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. It's gonna be crazy to honestly see him on a different team this year. I can't believe it's happening.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Honestly, I feel like he's gonna go ahead and hang it up. I don't know, but I feel like it's not.
Oh, so you're on record thinking he's gonna retire?
Man, I would hope. I mean, you give 6 Super Bowls later, and you one team. That's real. GOAT status. Yeah. I watched Kobe Bryant do that.
That's real.
I watched him win 5 rings with one team.
Mm-hmm. You're a super mild-mannered dude, man. Very, very soft-spoken. Talk to me about from your angle, because a lot of times people can't understand or comprehend the amount of passion that came through in that post-game interview, and how you are right now on stage. What's going through your mind? Because I know for me, I'm pretty mild-mannered at times, but I could be turned up too. Going into your preparation, going into the games, what is it more, mild-mannered, or is it more let's turn up? Like, how do you tap into how good and how great you are when you get out there on the field?
I believe it's more mild-mannered. My coaches, I just started talking more this year. My coaches, Coach Reed, a lot of my coaches, they told me I got to talk more. I
got $105 million. You better say
use
something.
my voice more. I sit in the locker room. I really don't. You know, not the locker room, I said the building. I said in the building, I'm always with the vibes. I'm in the vibes of things, the energy.
Okay, right.
You know what I mean? So it's all about how everybody feeling. It's about how everybody, it's how you wake up, how you come to work. You know, and then just going through it. What music we got playing out here today, at practice, during a 2-minute drill.
We didn't have that when I played. But
No, we did.
I'm a bit jealous.
Old school, A-tracks.
They
They had
hit 2015,
I'm
stuff
not
start
happy about
changing.
that.
Stuff start changing, man. We trying to get explicit rap in the new CBA, too.
Right.
Let us use the words, right?
But no, just the main thing is just being able to, just understand. It's a certain level of understanding you got to be able to go to. Like you said, you mild-mannered here, but then being able to tap into that level, through your preparation. It's trusting your preparation. I work so hard.
Is
I
it
say it all the
infectious?
time.
Do you find it to be infectious the way you are?
It is.
How much does that play into like your teammates buying into you and buying into the belief of what you got? Because a lot of people didn't say y'all was going to be the defense in the Super Bowl. They said it was the Niners, right? And y'all showed up and y'all showed out and gave the team a chance to win it while the Niners lost it. So is that personality coming through in those moments that you're talking about right now?
I knew my team needed me more than ever then. These are moments where, like you said, you getting paid $105 million. If you ain't did nothing all year, you better do something now.
Right.
That's kind of was the situation.
True.
So yeah, I am in my eyes, and in a lot of people's eyes, you could say Frank had a bad, season or, an average season, compared to the type of player he is, but you say he had probably the best season out of all defensive ends in that postseason. And I feel like that's where that money counts, and that's where everything matters.
Money time, man. Appreciate you, Frank, for coming on. And stay right where you.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. And be sure to check out more of the best clips from Speak For Yourself, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.